All right, welcome everybody to the 20th Annual Holiday Lights. It's hosted by the Friends for East Cobb Park and Cobb County Parks Department, so welcome. Happy holidays, everybody. Couple quick notes. Over in the tent over here, a lot of stuff's going on, but that's also our lost and found area. So if you find a phone or lose a phone, check with them over there. And if there's a missing person, check with them. We can get you on stage and find that person. So this event is sponsored by our presenting sponsor, Wellstar Health System. They have a tent over here and some fun stuff to give away. Where am I? Also at the tent here, we have Cafe Rivka. They're located over at the Kroger Shopping Center at East Lake. Really tasty food and hot chocolate. So it's a lineup for that. And I know it's a little chilly out this evening, but they've got a lot of hot chocolate. So hopefully we thank them. They're donating their time. And the net proceeds go to the Friends for East Cobb Park. The Cobb County Parks people have done a great job of getting our park ready. Notice all the fresh new mulch here. Looks good. So let's give a big hand for our Cobb County Parks Department. Which I forgot to say, I'm Kurt Von Borries. I'm president of Friends for East Cobb Park, just in case y'all want to know. I'll get off the stage as quick as I can because I know y'all want to listen to the music. I do want to say a quick thing about the Friends for East Cobb Park. We're a fully volunteer organization and all our proceeds come from donations. So when you're buying hot chocolate, we have a tip jar over there. You can get 20%, 100%, 1,000%, whatever you want. But we would appreciate the help. And also, there's only a few of us, so we could use some help on our committees and boards. So talk to the Wade over there who's on our board if you want to help volunteer. We have one of the most active parks in the whole Cobb County park system, and we personally feel this is one of our biggest cultural assets in East Cobb. So without further ado, also we're going to have, I believe the Boy Scouts are here as well, so if you're interested in one of your kids being involved in scouting, they're going to be set up at the table over here. And also we want to thank Wheeler High School. There's some of their avid kids are going to be here and helping out, hopefully entertaining some of the kids when they're in line to meet Santa, which by the way, that line will form over here just right after Santa arrives. And I do hear that Santa's on his way. Anybody waiting to hear on Santa? Yeah, we got one. There's one. All right. Without further ado, I know you all want to listen to the Dodgen Middle School Pops, and I'll turn it over to Brian, their band director.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see everybody out tonight. We're the Dodgen Pops. We're members of the Dodgen Middle School Band right down the street. This group just meets before school one morning a week, and they sound great. Now we're going to kind of switch gears from pop music that we play a lot of to some holiday music. Hope you enjoy Frosty the Snowman, and feel free to sing along. Up next is Do You Hear What I Hear? Once the Christmas tree gets in their place. All right, keep up the good singing, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I just want to make sure you know these are middle school students. This is not normal. They're amazing. Many of the students on stage auditioned for the All-State Band and the County Honor Band yesterday. So they've got a busy weekend and concerts this week too. All right, I'm Mr. Westfall. Mrs. Mack is our other director, and she's on maternity leave until Monday. We've been so fortunate to have Miss Holloman with us. Where's Miss Holloman out there? Everybody give her a big round of applause. She's been an absolutely amazing supply of band director over at Dodgen. Thank you for all you do. All right, next song, and it's very true. Baby, it's cold outside. Thank you. Our next piece is our Mass Holiday Brass. So we actually have 7 morning groups like this at Dodgen. It's like clubs. And also our orchestra, our chorus from out, they have morning ensembles too. And we actually have music in the halls. So on this Friday coming up, and the next Monday, we're going to have music in the halls for all the students at Dodgen when they get to the school that morning. And it's going to be so festive and awesome. All right, here we go. This is Jingle Bell Rock. All right, next song up is "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly." It's actually 2 songs in one. See if you can guess the second one when it changes. All right, so first song was "Deck the Halls." What was the second song? "Jolly Old St. Nicholas." Good job. All right, next song, you can imagine being on a beach somewhere. "Feliz Navidad." All right, our next piece is called Ancient Carol. It's a little bit more serious and kind of reverence, so enjoy this one. And then we have one more to finish it out. After that, it's Holly Jolly Christmas. Thanks again for coming out tonight. Thanks again for coming out tonight. Definitely give a huge round of applause for all the students here, and stay tuned for the East Side Chorus.